It's a delight and privilege to catch up with Mr. Anurag Hans. Anurag is the head of mission at EssilorLuxottica. He's also the head of OneSight EssilorLuxottica Foundation. Thank you so much, Anurag, for taking some time.
Thanks, Vinod. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
So, Anurag, could you maybe talk a little bit about the OneSight EssilorLuxottica Foundation and what your immediate plans are going forward?
Well, the OneSight EssilorLuxottica Foundation is basically a coming together of all the different actions, all the different organizations and teams that EssilorLuxottica has supported, either as EssilorLuxottica or individually as Essilor and Luxottica, over their long history of support for the mission to bring vision care to everybody. And as you know, and we've been engaged in the process of making sure that good vision is indeed a universal right and indeed a universal phenomenon rather than only being restricted to the developed world. And we made a good start in those efforts, through projects in collaboration with other partners, governments, really to build a sustainable vision care ecosystem in geographies and areas where it doesn't exist right now. So we made a good start. We made some good headway. As you know, till now, all the organizations which were being supported by EssilorLuxottica Group have brought the first pair of spectacles to close to over 50 million people.
Right.
And we've created sustainable access to over 500 million people by now. Having said that, it's just a start. And we were the first to realize that, if it has to reach a scale where indeed we can say that, all 2.5, 2.7 billion people who don't have access to vision care can get it closer to their homes, then we will need to consolidate and build an organization which can scale along with the scale of the challenge. So frankly, the OneSight EssilorLuxottica Foundation is built on the principle of having an umbrella organization which represents the commitment of EssilorLuxottica, both through direct programs and in partnerships with small NGOs, global NGOs, and with country governments.
Thank you, Anurag. I mean, that leads me, very well to my next question, which is, I think you recently wrote a leadership article where you stressed on the importance of advocacy and partnerships. And to quote you, you had said that scale will only be achieved if strong and principled partnerships are established. And I know the need is huge. I mean, you're trying to reach, over 2.5 billion people who don't have access to eye care. Could you talk a bit more on how this whole thing can work? I mean, what would be an effective way to do this?
So, Vinod, I look at it from two perspectives. One is partnerships which are needed within the vision care sector to make the universal vision care cause a reality. So there are corporates who want to support these efforts. There are corporate foundations, there are non-profits, and then there are global multilateral organizations. Each one comes in with their own strengths and their own capabilities. And frankly, the only way that we can help build sustainable ecosystems is if we can create partnerships which leverage on each other's capabilities to truly build efficient ways to bringing sustainable vision care. So just to give you an example, I think I had talked about it at the IIPB conference as well, that the non-profits obviously have their own set of core capabilities and strengths. And then corporates have their own core capabilities and strengths. The only way to deliver scale is to marry and sort of cross-pollinate those trends across both these ecosystems, so that the programs which are being delivered are delivered with the best intentions, are delivered with scale at play, but also delivered with the efficiency that can enable us to reach more people, with the investment that's put in. The second part, which is the more interesting part, is how do we craft partnerships from outside of the sector? There are lots of organizations, lots of corporate foundations, or global development organizations who want to pursue probably different but complementary impact areas, but in the same geographies for the same set of beneficiaries. And we are actively exploring how we can bring together these different impact areas to then co-deliver those impact areas through the same initiative. So rather than delivering, let's say financial literacy or gender equity or education through 3 separate initiatives, we see that probably a vision care initiative delivers vision care and also many such impact areas. So we are taking the lead in inviting a lot of organizations from outside of the sector to come in and partner and to co-create programs which deliver on multiple impact areas. Again, from the perspective of every dollar which is being invested into the space, how do we make sure that it has a huge multiplier effect?
And my very last question, again, a bit more personal. I know you recently spent a bit of time in Africa, and I think you visited, some of the project sites where you guys do fantastic work there. And I thought it'll be nice to probably, for you to maybe give a little bit of feedback on the visit, especially on some exciting things that are happening there that would be of interest globally.
Well, Africa is one of my favorite continents, Vinod, because there is so much energy and youthful exuberance in that continent that you can feel that this continent is on the verge of a breakout. Our projects there are there's a wide range of projects that we have in Africa. A lot of them in partnerships with governments and with other partners. Partnering with governments can really bring about quick scale, is what we've learned, especially in countries in Africa. And the second part is Africa is a continent which is ripe for creating livelihood opportunities in vision care. There are so many enthusiastic young people who are waiting for organizations like ours to come in and create opportunities for them to then partner in the development of their continent. It really excites me. Every time I visit Africa, the willingness and the openness of governments to partner on a wide range of causes that they want to go after. And then, this whole youthful exuberance and this huge pool of young, talented people really, inspires me and excites all of us to do more. So that's Africa in a nutshell for you. I'm sure you also know this about Africa, but yes.
Thank you so much, Anurag, for taking the time. We're all excited about both the foundation and you being part of the foundation. Thank you so much for.
Thanks, Vinod. Thanks. Always a pleasure, and look forward to many such conversations.
Thank you.
Thank you.